Drastic. Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. 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 Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic.
Check it out.
Drastic.
Got my mail in, the new postman. Couple grand in my pants, popping rubber bands. Do a handstand, looking like a rain dance. Now all of a sudden I'll be crowded up with my girl stay dripping wet like a water gun. Super soaking with her friend, that's a lot of fun. Whatever town we in, that's the town we run. Drop a stack out my hand like I'm Donald Trump. Get to macking on a broad like my name Dre. Don't be hating on this player, baby, hate the game. That's an everyday thing out here in the Bay. Yesterday I conjured your wife out a wedding ring. It might be grimy out here, but not me. That DZ keep it squeaky clean if you asking me. No hocus pocus, I'll be sharper than a shark's teeth. All in the belly of the beast when it's time to eat.
Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. 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 Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. 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 We keep them 100-round bands like elastic. Elastic, like elastic. Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. Drastic. Drastic.
My mama told me listen to my heart and use my head. My daddy taught me how to hustle hard and get my bread. Die for cash getting, but still remain calm. Your boy just seemed to have a way with greasing up a palm. But that's just how I do it. You hear it in my music. I rock the California West Coast Bay influence. Crazy kid, glasses on some nerd game. Got a chicken on my lap giving bird brain. Now it ain't tricking if you got it, that's what he say. Cause either way I wasn't paying in the first place. Drastic professional when I'm flipping verbs. And I can stack the cash nice when I'm kicking birds. If you don't really know, then you must not have heard. New Ricks is taking over, you might be needing work. I'll put the grind to the stone and hit you where it hurts. Next thing you know, your whole career is laying in the hearse.
Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. 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 Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. 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 We keep them 100-round bands like elastic. Elastic, like elastic. Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. 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 Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. 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 Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. 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 Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. 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 Now you might know me as that kid named Drastic. Drastic. Drastic.
up, bud? Right here in front of us. Finish him with up, bud.
Got that bitch.
So that duo's dead. Holy shit. Rush. Right here, I killed him. Yeah, get him. Behind you. Why would you wait? Stable vehicle.
Watch your six.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Killed him. Yeah. Got him. Got him. Team wipe.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies. UAV overhead. Be advised. Friendly position here. Enemy dropping into the AR.
Checking in, looking out, and then fucking loading.
Station in here.
It's not a race, but you can't slow down. Follow to find it.
No!
You're in last place every day. You can't quit your heart. Don't back up, don't back out.
Got that bitch.
Hunting?
Can't on that one. Shooting at me. Knock that shit off.
I almost killed him.
Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy UAV overhead.
I hit him twice, he hit me once, yet I fucking died.
Good evening or good early morning, everyone. How are you all? Welcome to the arcade. I like drum and bass. Pretty good. Oh man, so good though, chat. I've been looking at the YouTubes, man boobs, Balin's route. I'm sorry, Viva La Dirt League. It's always gonna be good. Let's look at the YouTube before and after. The smartest way to get the six-pack. Dr. Mike Diamonds. Okay. Too much truth. Woo. Your drawing and what they made. Stick fight animation. Let's see. We just saw some video of Mac Lethal. Wait. I'm a Binding of Isaac viewer, I would say. I like this stuff. Was offered $200 to win this lost run. Let's watch it. I love this stuff.
I hate this. I hate this a lot. I hate everything about this. I would like you guys to die immediately, actually. I'm dead. Okay. Starting the next run is probably good.
Oh shit, I don't think I have alerts. Not on this scene anymore. Let's switch over to the more professional.
You guys don't need to keep track of tinted rocks anymore, which is good. Less attention.
Watch this.
Oh, that's not very nice.
The greed thing happened again? Are you just saying where I get double tap? That's how you die most of the time, is the lost. That's good, by the way, in case you were wondering what sounds I was making. Was making that of good. Can you just, like, sit outside of this rock real quick so I can just... Hey, Hardy boy, no, sir. You're trying to get yourself in trouble real quick, buddy. Wouldn't recommend it. I'll say something like not good. Wouldn't like that very much, would you? All right, that's a good first floor.
Okay.
3.5 tiers a second. Pretty good.
This dude
With
plays
a fuck ton
a lot.
of damage. All right, we're on our way. I dare you to say a bad word. I haven't done anything inappropriate.
It was a hawk and a
Better
loogie.
save that soul heart in case we find Alabaster Box again. Am I right, chat? I didn't know that took soul hearts to fill. I've never had the item. We're just kind of rinsing the whole floor, huh? What do we want right now? More tiers? Give me some eye drops, maybe? I'm ready for my second timeout, dear.
I like games like this, but I'm a horrible player.
Wait, I don't know if this actually gives us an additional Holy Mantle or not, and I don't want to find out. I see tints. Yeah, we don't need them. I hate you guys. I hate you guys. I hate you guys. I'm gonna stay right here. You fucking me?
Frost, I have 20,000 bits up my ass, once more. Every time you die you lose 1,000, starting whenever you want. You can start it now, or whenever you start a new run. Good luck, many dicks.
I'll start it right now. I'll start it right now.
Oh, he's got that dodge game.
We're hitting like a G-dang truck, champ.
Where's
There's
his
my
hearts?
2 keys. Boys, talk about having unlucky runs. This is nothing but lucky runs. Nothing but lucky. There's the other tinted.
YouTube. Boys, this content that you're watching right now has officially been given the Twitch chat seal of awesome content that you should come and watch the stream.
I'm
This
just
dude's
farming
great.
coins on pots. You're not missing anything.
Standing out.
Justice. Temperance.
Oh, fuck. Colonel D6 is so much better. Are we still modding? Yeah. This is a really good run, but we fucked up plenty of really good runs so far today. We found the way just like Drake and Josh.
So many bombs.
Big. God, I'm so good. No piece. I used the last one on a chest. Very smart move, Tristan. Thanks, John. I keep seeing shit out of the fucking corner of my eye. And I don't know what it is. I'm paranoid.
I hate that.
Might lose this fight, actually. This fight's pretty difficult. To not take damage. To win, usually not that bad, but to not take damage like once or twice. Easy. More fucking damage, dude. Stubborn Golem, thank you for the 28 fucking months, dude. How much damage are we at right now? 6 plus 6 damage. Don't you dare leave Wooden Cross behind. I'm pretty sure it doesn't stack. I'm pretty sure in Repentance, Holy Mantles do not stack. I'm like 99% sure. Unless you can confirm that you've seen my... Holy Mantles do not stack. Yeah, they used to. Double deals work if you don't have health. You just get one. They just give you one. Any of them that you choose. Balls. I was hoping that was it. Might have to do the boss trap room or the mob trap room. Let's check the cursed room.
Oh.
Yeah. I saw Tintadrak. Did you? If you can bomb your way into the item room? Unless the secret room's right here. Yeah, no. I feel like the secret room's probably here.
Huh.
Here's our one key. Please don't spawn in me! Please don't spawn in me. I asked more quietly that time, and they were more easily obliged. There's my second key for my shop. See? We found the keys, man. Crack the sky. Thanks. No. Bombies, no. Touch. That's wait. That's another spacebar item, right, chat? Yeah. Okay. Just trying to get. I know that's spun. That's spun, but I think it could be so fucking bad, man. Our stats are so good. We don't want to waste it. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Little spewer is pretty good. We'll take it.
Little spewer.
What does this do again? Subscribing. Something pretty bad, right? Buy a key. Actually, true. Oh, it's the portal in the opening room. Yeah, that's good. And we can tell what it is before we go in it. Yeah. All right. We know we've left a trinket behind, chat. No,
This is not
Nicky
bad,
boy.
guys.
That guy would never come to the
this-
stream. Wait, okay. Explain. I'm assuming that's boss. Is that the moon? Red is boss. Blue is moon. Okay. Let's jump in here. Cool. Oh, we can go in the fucking boss trap room. No thanks. Actually, we'll just do this. Cool. Excuse me, I just gotta run through here real quick.
That's all. Blink, blink, blink.
You just have to play out of your mind, Tristan. What's the problem, dude? Not understanding the issue right now. Just don't get hit. Forehead. P.
Big brain. Big brain.
Moon card. It's not like a tears up or anything. Like it's not any other stat. It's just spectral tears, right? Oh man, spectral tears could be pretty big, streamer. Streamer, that's spectral tears. You could shoot over rocks with that. I feel like if you get like double of anything, there should be a buff. So like double spectral should just help you. What the hell is that? Worm love? Is that so worms don't hurt me? We just got that earlier today by playing Apollyon. No, I don't.
You gotta shoot the poop.
Grabs
Shoot
people?
the poop.
It grabs people. Very solid item. Okay. Can it work against bosses? Works on bosses too. I thought it was like worm love, like it just means that worms don't deal damage to you, kind of like how like poo poo love and everything else works, right? Oh, I see it now. He grabbed that fucking guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
God, it's actually getting so late into the evening, the boys are starting to wake up. I can feel them kicking around in my pocket. max tier raid, boys.
You said the boys are kicking around in my pocket. Woo! Hope he doesn't mean his ballos.
Is there a reason to shoot campfires? They can spawn hearts and coins. I actually wasn't even looking for the eyes until it was right next to me. Oh my god, dude. Okay, we're just owning. Let's go find the secret rooms. Shot speed. Dude, Worm just fucked him, dude. Wonder if that can work on like Dogma. But I probably doesn't work on flying dudes, right?
I mean, you're already so strong. Does it really
Ogo
matter?
bombs. You know, is having 2 succubuses good enough that we should take this? Yeah? You guys are actually on board with that shit? All right, let's do it. F it. All right. Hard yes for me. Okay. We got 2 more floors. 2 more floors, and then it's the annoying floor, and then... Okay, so this is item room. Okay. I think we're 1 off of Bookworm? Maybe I'm wrong. No, this wasn't the one that we went into the angel deal and re-rolled. You're right. We're not. That's only 1. Double grab or 2. Oh, shit. You're nuts. All right, we just need some tear effect now. We need some sort of a tear effect. Why did that give me like a transformation sound? Oh, it's because of Spooer. Die. Yeah, Spooer changes every single time to use a pill. Don't die, Tristan. That'd be stupid as fuck. What are you firing now? Lemons. Ooh, dice. Forget me now? Cracker Jacks. Okay. No more speed or else we're too fast for our own good. No. I'm okay with more speed.
This is crazy.
Ooh, the worm is so fucking good. Ooh, the worm got one of the tiny little spiders. Big! What is D5? It'll reset the floor. So I get the entire floor over again. New items, new boss. Eraser? Question mark? Smile? No. I used to be like that though, where if I got too much speed, I didn't like it. But I'm on team speed now, actually. Maybe that's a hot take. I'm team speed, boys. All right, we've got the moon card. If we fuck up in here, we moon out. Just don't fuck up. We're good. We're good. They're gonna suck each other off. Told you.
That just sounded like they're gonna suck each other off. What?
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. All right, it's time. Let's go. Did we even get our item room? I don't even remember. Still
Oh,
playing
man.
Isaac? Question mark. Would you not play Isaac? Have you not been playing Isaac this whole time? One in the chat of cringe? Another devil deal? With empty fucking vessel? Oh my god. I don't know the wide shot? Oh my god.
Dude,
They
he's
are
just
wide.
destroying the room now. That's crazy.
No, my neighbor texted me and was like, we're trying to show our house next weekend. Are you working? And I that's all I could see in the preview of the text message, and I was like, I wonder if he's gonna tell me to make sure my windows are closed, so that I don't scream
Hey, like,
obscenities while he's trying to sell his house. But he just wanted me to watch his dog. He's a good guy. He just wanted me to watch the dogs.
Wow,
He just
it's
wanted to
still
put them- 'cause
going.
they're gonna go to a they wanted to just us to take the dogs.
Ah.
I thought it was gonna be like,
Wow.
hey, could you maybe like quiet down for a weekend so we can show our house?
Those are good freaking mangoes, babe. Holy moly. I hope they're just as good. Well, I'll take it right now.
All right, give me
That'd be
boogie
the
tears
best
now,
snack
boys.
in the world.
Or like
No,
split
they
shot or
taste like
something.
mangoes to me. This guy's run is insane.
No, we have nothing that works.
This guy's
with it yet.
run
We
is
just-
nuts.
We're hoping still.
Oh, we only have 17 minutes left on the run? That's fine. This is nutty, chat. Nutty.
Shop question mark? We haven't even pressed spacebar yet. Have you realized that? Thank you for subscribing. Barney, what up, man?
Fuck, it's been a while since I've been able to tune in. Missed you, Frosty.
One in the chat if you also miss Barney Blaster, 69. Oh my god, I really want that actually.
Huh. Oh, Diane.
Gears Cap Baroque. What is this? Yara? Could be very nice. I was hoping for a Jizz rune, though. Was hoping for the Jizz rune.
Like, Jizrun?
Hoping for a Bofa rune? What's a Bofa rune? I haven't seen that one yet. It's probably something crazy good. Actually, I don't want bomb bag. You can just spawn troll bombs and I don't look and then it just kills me. We have plenty of bombs. We just don't need it. It's just not necessary. Nothing much. How about you? Fuck, you got me, dude. At $20 to ban a taxi for solo spamming? Thoughts?
Oh my god, he is melting bosses. Y'all see that thing's health? Just
Who's ready to get Nod Leaf? Just let two succubi suck off the bosses. It would be nice. In a perfect world. Yeah, spike rocks do deal damage too if you're flying, yes. It is a pain in the ass and takes you a very long time to get used to. Cunt. I haven't seen the Tinted Skull yet. Have I missed it? Oh, we're already capped. We're at the new cap, 6. 5 is usually the cap. I feel like the Tinted Skull is going to be over here. No. Tinted Skull? Mod check? There's the Tinted Skull.
Oh my god.
Another devil deal for me? Wait. Yes. Yes, please.
Jeez.
Okay. TP out before I forget. Don't go down the pussy hole, dude.
YouTube, boys.
I actually really want this.
This is
so much damage
now
protection.
Has officially been given the
we could
Twitch
reroll, dude.
Chat seal of awesome content that you should come and watch the stream.
That's double damage protection right there.
I like that. Oh my god, he's ripping the room a new one.
Good job, Spewer. Everyone tell Spewer he's doing a good job.
Jeez. Oh, wow.
What if that was just 3 guppy items right there? Don't really need a range upgrade, I must say.
He's smashing it out.
This is very good. Buzzy Boy is amazing. Because when we press spacebar, Buzzy Boy is multiplied.
This one's
and then
for
when
small
Buzzy Boy is
Tristan
multiplied,
taking time out of his day to come on stream for YouTube Kappa.
when we press spacebar, there's 2 Buzzy Boys, and both Buzzy Boys will have a chance to give us a battery charge so that we can play our spacebar item again. Which would make 4 Buzzy Boys. It's called a pyramid scheme, chat. We could have just lost right there. I got so scared. Ah! Don't die, don't die, just don't die. Just whatever you do, don't die. Just don't die. Just don't die! Ah! We even gotten the item room? Yeah, we did. And we got the shop. We got everything. We're good. We've got the thing. Remember empty vessel? We can fill dono machine. True. $69. It says 69 for a second. Do the boss trap room? No, we don't need it. Before we go up, chat, I am going to pee.
Okay.
Will it be the last P of the stream?
Yeah, it's fine, babe.
How was my P?
Woo!
Great. We don't even need the trinket, I now realize. We can keep our 10 trinket. Or if we find a different card. We don't need it. Because we don't have the thing unlocked that gives you an extra life. You use the red key where you can find the Tainted Lost.
Mangoes, chat.
So I don't even think we need it. If we find something better, we can use it.
Self-destructive and disturbed, just like his father. Look at who he has to look up to. And you're
Yes?
drunk again, aren't you?
Shut up, man. Shut up. Just keep pushing me like this. I'm leaving.
Good. Leave. We'll be fine without you. Abandon us like you abandoned yourself.
Big!
Oh,
Oh, it gives
damn.
an extra life only on tainted characters? Is that what it really is?
Oh, this is 2 different pieces.
Die, you boss armored cunts. I like that there are enemies that are unique to the up realm. But they also have boss armor, which is cringe.
You need to repent. You need to confess your sins and become saved. Let
Eh.
his light inside you.
Sweet, but gooey.
You are taking this too far. Did you hear how you sound?
Pray for your salvation. Come.
Come.
Be with us,
Ooh.
please.
Come!
Yep.
Come. Woo! That was most satisfying room of the entire run, right there. Call me LL Stylish because.
Wait. We need you. Your
Did you like that meme, chat?
needs you.
Was that a good meme? Was that
Jesus
funny?
Christ.
The League of Legends meme. You guys like those?
Please don't leave us.
I'm sorry, Isaac.
Don't poggo me. Don't you fucking poggo me, chat. I'll unmilk your cereal.
Oh, don't unmilk my cereal. Don't do it.
More orbitals, boys. We're protected. Right.
The hell is that?
What? Okay, that was my fault.
Dude, he's crushing this boss out.
Frost, the frost, the frost.
It was super dope.
Nightweep. 2 fucking years, baby. Let's go.
We're eating mango, chat. Is this a side scroller now? It's a shooter? Was it bullet hell now?
Get up, Wormo! Wormo, buddy!
That is crazy. It? Oh my.
Get him, Wormo, buddy.
That's awesome. His little buddy down there at the bottom, like, I got him. Oh my god. Look at all of the friends. All of the buddies. Oh, Jesus.
Get him, little spewers!
He literally just won $200. He was offered $200 to win the run. That's fucking sick, and he made it. What do we want to check out? Ways featuring Van Damme. What? What else can we watch? .580 proof scotch. Scotch is okay. Nothing to write home about. Let's see. Beef la vinaigrette. Beef the vinegar. Let's watch some spooky, scary skeletons. I like some horror things. I've been seeing this one a little bit for like past 3 days, including this one. Thought I watched this one actually. So yeah, let's watch this one. Places you can't go and people who went.
Today, we're going to look at 3 places you can't go and people who went there anyways. But before we get into today's stories, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, then you come to the right place because that's all we do, and we upload 3 or 4 times every week. So if that's of interest to you, please replace the like button's hairspray with Gorilla Glue adhesive spray. Also, please subscribe to our channel at a ceramics factory in On February 24th, 2019, a woman arrived at a ceramics factory in Hubei province in China. She walked through the front door into the main office where she saw a desk attendant. She informed them she was a quality control inspector and she was there that day to inspect their vehicles. The attendant was accustomed to their company being periodically inspected, and so she asked the woman if she needed any help, and the woman said, "Nope, I'm just going to roam around your building, check what I need to check, and then I'll be out of here." And so the attendant told her that was totally fine, and if she needed anything, just come back and she would help her. And so the inspector thanked her and then turned around and went out the front door and checked the vehicles in the front lot of the ceramics factory. And then after she was done, she went back into the main office. She walked past the attendant and out the back door into the very active yard where all day long these huge bulldozers would move around thousands of pounds of sand. And so the inspector walked out that back door and she scanned the yard and she saw there were 2 bulldozers doing just that, moving all around. And then off to the left side, there was a dump truck that seemed to be stationary. And so very confidently, she just walked right into the yard and made her way over to that dump truck. And then when she got there, she flagged the driver down and said she was an inspector and that she was going to check the vehicle out. And so the driver helped her by turning on and off signals and moving back and forth. And then at some point, the inspector needed the dump truck driver to back up a significant distance. She needed to watch him do that. And so she, the inspector, backed away from the dump truck until she was in the middle of the yard, standing right in front of this parked bulldozer. What happens next is all caught on video. And so as she's standing there and she's watching the dump truck back up right in front of her, the bulldozer driver right behind her turns on the machine and immediately lurches forward. Now, the driver of this bulldozer did not see the woman, and she was in his blind spot right in front of the bucket of his bulldozer.
Oh.
And he was not aware there was somebody on foot walking around the yard. It's an extremely dangerous place to be on foot. And so he goes right into her and he knocks her backwards. She falls into the bucket. She starts screaming, but no one can hear her. It's so loud. And the driver drives the bucket directly into a pile of sand and scoops up thousands of pounds of sand that come down directly on this woman. So now she's completely buried alive and being crushed by all this sand. And then the driver, completely oblivious, lifts the bucket up, turns around and drives across the yard and dumps the sand and the woman into a vibrating sand crusher. The vibrating sand crusher is exactly what it sounds like. It pulverizes bits of rock and stone and grinds them down into a very fine powder. The machines come in various shapes and sizes.
Oh my
But this
God.
one inside of this ceramics factory was a top-loaded version, and it basically looked like a big dumpster with this big opening at the top. And so these bulldozer drivers would take these clumps of sand and they would dump it in this opening at the top of this bin. And then once they dumped their sand into the opening, the machine would vibrate, causing the sand to filter its way down towards the bottom of the machine, where there were these big, vicious metal claws that constantly smashed together and would just completely obliterate anything that passed through them. In the video, when the driver dumps his bucket load into the sand crusher, you can actually see the woman falling in, but then she immediately jumps into action and begins trying to pull herself up and out of this pile. And at some point, she gets most of her upper body out, and she waves, and she gets the attention of the driver who's just dumped her into the sand crusher. And the driver, he stops right away. You can see the vehicle lurch to a stop. He leaps out and he starts running over to the sand crusher. But as he's running over, this woman who's waving and waving, at some point her leg or some other part of her gets grabbed by those jaws at the bottom of the machine, and she's pulled slowly down into the sand crusher and disappears under the sand. When this happens, the driver is frantic and he's screaming for other people in the factory to come over and help. And at some point, the others inside, they realize there's an emergency and they all run over. But when they realize what's happened, that someone has fallen into the sand crusher, they all just stop and stand there because they know there's nothing they can do. The woman was gone.
Damn, dude.
In June of 2015, 45-year-old James Young landed his dream job. For the last several years, James had been a 5th grade teacher in East Canton, Ohio, teaching special education. And while he loved his job,
I'm in Ohio.
he loved the kids he worked with, he had always had his eye on becoming a guidance counselor for high school students. In 1988, James had actually graduated from East Canton, Ohio High School, and ever since his graduation,
Year I was
he
born.
wanted to come back to the school and help the next generation of East Canton students prepare for their lives as adults. And a guidance counselor was designed to do just that. James had applied for the job before, but every time he applied, they would tell him that while he was qualified, there just wasn't a spot open for him. However, at the end of that school year, he was told a guidance counselor spot had opened up at the high school and the job was his if he wanted it. And so, of course, James said, yes, I'll take the job. And immediately he told his mother about this amazing news. And his mother, who lived only a block away from him in East Canton, Ohio, would say that her son was so ecstatic about the job that normally when summer break was coming up, he would really look forward to that time off from school. But now that he had this new job to look forward to, he was already anxious for the summer to be over. James was a single man, but he was not lonely. He had a number of very close, lifelong friends that he would spend virtually all of his off time with. And that summer, he did just that. He went out with his friends, they explored all of Ohio and outside surrounding areas, they spent a lot of time outside, and they enjoyed each other's company. Towards the end of the summer, James and his friends knew it was time to schedule their annual trip to Cedar Point. Cedar Point is an amusement park about 2 hours northwest of East Canton, Ohio. It's situated right on the shores of Lake Erie, and it's known for its incredible roller coasters, of which they had 17, making them the park with the second most roller coasters in the world. Every summer, since James could remember, he and his very close friends would make a trip out to Cedar Point,
This is a
usually
freak
at the
accident.
end of the summer to kind of cap off their vacation. After
This is
looking
a
at
freak
the calendar,
accident, isn't
they
it?
decided that the best day to go would be Thursday, August 13th. This would give the group of friends one more fun thing to do before the following week James started his new job. So on the morning of that Thursday, the friends piled into a car and they made the 2-hour commute up to Cedar Point. And as soon as they got there, they went inside, they grabbed a map, and they began systematically hitting as many rides as they possibly could. And so by 4:30 p.m., they were totally exhausted. They'd been on virtually every ride. And so they were about to call it a day when James and his friends decide, hey, let's go on one more ride before we pack it in. And so they pull out their map and they're looking, and they realize they haven't gone on one of their favorite rides. It was called the Raptor. The Raptor was not Cedar Point's biggest roller coaster, but it was their fastest. It would reach a top speed of 57 miles per hour. Passengers are seated 4 across with their feet dangling below them in these suspended chairs with the big harness that comes down. And then once the ride starts, they're brought slowly up this 137-foot hill, and then at the top they pause before being dropped down into this nearly 4,000-foot long track that spins them upside down 6 different times. So James and his friends, they closed up their map and they ran their way over to the Raptor. They got in line, and by 4:50 p.m., they had made it to the front of the line. They got into their seats, their harness came down, and then the ride started. And they were pulled up to the top of the hill, they paused, and then they were launched down the track. And for 2 minutes, they zipped and zagged and loop-de-looped all through this track. And then it was just suddenly over. And the friends had a great time on the ride. Except James realized about halfway through the ride, when they were upside down, his phone and wallet had come out of his pockets, and he actually saw them fall down towards the ground. And although he didn't see exactly where they landed, he had a pretty good idea of where they were. And so after they got off the ride, the friends were kind of talking about how much fun it was. And James said to them, hey, I lost my cell phone and wallet. Will you guys come with me while I go look for them? And so the friends agreed. They left the Raptor station and they walked down the paved path until they were in front of this fence that said no trespassing. And so James gets up to the fence and he's looking inside of this fenced-in area, and he sees right in the middle of this restricted area is his phone and his wallet. And before James's friends could tell him not to do this, he had climbed over the fence and entered into this restricted area.
Jeez.
He ran over to his phone and his wallet, he picked it up, and then when he stood back up again, the next wave of Raptor riders came blazing through the area, and the underside, the steel underside of the ride, hit James right in the back of the head. He never saw it coming. It threw him forward, he landed on his face, and immediately the park officials saw this happen. They stopped the ride, but the riders on board the Raptor, they didn't know what was going on, and so they're stopped on the ride. They're looking down, and they hear people screaming, and they look down, and they see there's this man, James, lying face down on the ground with blood pooling around his head. The fence James had climbed over was there specifically to keep visitors from getting too close to this one low point in the Raptor ride where the ride can come through and it can hit you. And so medical workers, they rush over, they hop over the fence, they get to James, but it was too late. He was pronounced dead at the scene. That day, Cedar Park was put under investigation for James's death, but after reviewing the footage and talking to witnesses, the investigation was closed and they determined that the park was not at fault. James, despite being a very intelligent and sensible man, had a brief lapse in judgment, and it unfortunately cost him his life. Today, Cedar Park is still open for business and the Raptor ride is still operational.
Yeah. That's insane. You
On August
always hear
14th,
these crazy horror
2012,
stories.
Celestino
They're like
Cervantes picked
parks.
up 28-year-old Victor Diaz.
Amusement
for
park.
work. Celestino was an expert roofer, and he had just hired Victor to come on his crew and help him with a particular job. This was going to be Victor's first day as a roofer, but for the past 10 years he had worked in construction, so he was familiar with the operation. The two men arrived at their job site in San Antonio, Texas around 8 a.m. that morning. They were in charge of putting a new roof
Boiler
on a
house.
115-year-old building that was being redeveloped into a fancy steakhouse. Until 2001, this building had been used by a brewing company to house their enormous boilers. As such, this building was referred to as the boiler house. Protruding from the boiler house roof was this large metal duct that was 15 feet long and almost looked like a covered walkway, and it connected to the side of this huge smokestack. This duct and smokestack used to be how the built-up condensation inside the boiler house was able to travel up and out of the building. When the two roofers got out of their truck, Celestino told Victor to take his tools and make his way up to the roof of the boiler house and get to work, and that he had a few things he had to do down on the ground floor, but he would be up to check on him in a little bit. Celestino turned around and was fiddling with his equipment inside of the truck, while Victor made his way into the building and out of sight. An hour and a half later, Celestino went up to the roof to check on Victor, but he couldn't find Victor anywhere, and he couldn't find his tools anywhere. So Celestino went back down into the main section of this building where other contractors that were working on this renovation were, and he began asking them, hey, have you seen this guy, Victor? He works with me, I can't find him, and no one had seen him. And so Celestino's thinking to himself, well, I guess Victor must have left. But that didn't really make any sense because Victor didn't have a vehicle and he didn't live nearby. But Celestino's thinking, you know what, maybe somebody came and picked him up. Now, unfortunately, Victor did not carry a cell phone, so nobody had any way of getting directly in contact with him. So Celestino leaves the building and he calls Victor's brother and he asks him, you know, have you seen Victor? Do you know where he might have gone? And Victor's brother says, no, I haven't seen him since this morning when he left with you. So Victor's brother began calling around to friends and family and asked them if they had seen Victor, but nobody knew where he was. So for the rest of the day, Celestino and the rest of Victor's friends and family, they went out looking for Victor at the job site and around the surrounding areas, but there was just no sign of him. And so that night, Victor's brother went to the police to file a missing person report. But the police told him that it was really too early to file a report because Victor was an adult and there was no sign of foul play, and that he should just come back in a day or two if Victor still has not shown up. 2 days go by and Victor had still not shown up, so Victor's sister-in-law went back to the police and says, okay, now I want to file a missing person report. We don't know where he is, no one can get in touch with him, we need your help. But the officer she spoke to told her that she still needed to wait another 5 days to process this request. It would turn out this was just not true. It was a mistake. There was no arbitrary waiting period to file a missing person report. So without any help from the police, Victor's friends and family and co-workers spent the next several days scouring San Antonio, scouring the job site, looking everywhere for him and handing out flyers and asking people if they'd seen him, but no.
He fell in a boiler, didn't he? He fell in. If the boilers were still there, this man had to have fallen, like gone in the smokestack, fallen into a boiler.
No one had. He had just disappeared. By Monday the following week, so 6 days after Victor has gone missing, his family had printed out dozens of these huge posters with his face on them and a number to call if you had any information about him, and their plan was to distribute them the following morning all over San Antonio. But the following morning, before they headed out, they got a call. Victor had been found. 7 days earlier, when Celestino told Victor to head inside and make his way to the roof and begin the project, Victor had gotten his tools, gone inside, he made his way up the stairwell to the second floor, and then he made a series of odd decisions. Instead of making his way to the access door and climbing his way up to the roof, he went to the far side of the second floor where there were all these wooden barriers preventing people from going any farther. He climbed over all these barriers and he reached the entrance to that huge duct where the condensation used to go. And so from his perspective, he would have been looking into this duct and it would have been completely pitch black because it connected to that smokestack and the smokestack was totally sealed off. But despite not having any idea where this tunnel goes, and it clearly not being the place Celestino told him to go, Victor decides to just get into this tunnel, which required bending over because it was only 4 feet tall and 5 feet wide. So he gets inside of this tunnel and he begins shuffling his way deeper and deeper into this tunnel until he reaches the end of the tunnel where it actually connects into the smokestack. Now at the top of this duct where it connects to the smokestack, there wasn't a grate or bars or any sort of barrier that would stop you from spilling into the smokestack. And because it was totally pitch black, Victor, when he made it to the edge of that duct, he just kept on walking and fell 20 feet down to the bottom of the smokestack. And so in total darkness, Victor, who was probably badly hurt from the fall, began feeling around the inside of the chimney looking for a way out. And he eventually found a hatch that was big enough for him to fit through, but when he felt up against it, he realized it was locked from the outside and it wouldn't even budge. He couldn't even get light to come in through a crack. It was totally sealed off. And that was the only way out of the smokestack unless he could get back up to the duct, but there was no way to do that. He most likely began screaming for help, but he was encased in thick brick, and so his sound wouldn't have traveled. It would have been completely muffled. Plus, the smokestack was fairly far away from the job site, which was very noisy as it is, and so there was just no way they could have heard him. And the smokestack and the duct were not part of the renovation, and so there was absolutely no foot traffic over around the smokestack. He was completely alone, no one knew he was there, and there was no way out. 7 days after Victor fell into the smokestack, workers over at the job site, they noticed this huge swarm of flies over around the base of the smokestack. There were so many flies over there, they decided they had to go investigate. And so as they walked closer and closer to the smokestack, they were hit with this overwhelming stench of death and decay. And then when they got to the smokestack, they could see the flies were centralized on that hatch at the bottom. And so they cut the lock, they opened it up, and inside they found Victor's body. and they saw his hands were badly bloodied and bruised, and they were pressed up against the inside of the hatch, indicating in his final moments he was desperately trying to open that hatch and save himself, but there was just no way to do that. Although no one knows this for sure, it's believed Victor confused the condensation duct with the access point to the roof. So that's going to do it, guys. If you found the secret in today's video, let us know in the comments what it is and where you found it. So give us the timestamp.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Jeez. Let's see. Do we want to play anything, chat? Take a little look. Let's see who's online. Might play some Warzone with Franz. Ricky's not on. Josh hasn't been on 7 days. No one's playing shit. On Steam. Let's. Man, Terraria is turning 10 years old. Really? Wait. It came out in 2011? I think I really got into Terraria after it like fully released. Huh. Interesting. I think tomorrow. Let's see. We do Warzone a lot. Wanted to get back into Minecraft today, but it's officially Saturday. So we'll probably do more. We'll probably do Yakuza 0 tomorrow. I think that sounds like a plan. Doing Yakuza 0. And that's the way to go. Recent games are playing next. Dark Souls 1 and 3. I don't think I have 2. Doki Doki Literature Club. Final Fantasy 9, I actually only got to the point of the card game in the very beginning of it. I never actually did it. Long Dark. Okay. There's a good set of games in here. All right, chat. I think I just started too late. I know a lot of you folks come in, hang out. I think we started too late. I meant to get up at 10. We didn't start the stream till like 2 a.m. Something like that, 2:30 a.m. So we'll be back later on today. It's just we had family time today, and that took up quite a bit of time. We also streamed like 12 hours. Like we went from like, I don't know, like 9 p.m. not yesterday, but the day before, and we finished at like 2:30, 3:30 a.m. p.m. like 3 in the afternoon, something like that. when my son and mother-in-law came over. It was a good day today. I mean, we had a monster street. Ugh. But yeah, chat. I think a little rest and relaxation needed, and we'll wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow, and get through it. I think that's my plan. And who knows? We'll get through some cool stuff. Maybe check out some more YouTube content, because there's all sorts of stuff on here. Crockpot Cajun chicken Alfredo. That sounds awesome. Oh shit. All right, chat. Well, you guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and we will see you all next time. All right, folks. I love your faces. Till then. Bye. Also, check out our social medias. Click on our YouTube. Go see what we've done last.